That beautiful discerned goddess. I like everything about your platform, Quinn. I don't know if you seen I tapped in the other day, but keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm telling you, it takes the algorithm to hit once and you on, Queen. Don't stop talking about what you're talking about. You got a platform, and people like you, I literally see put in work. And Shout out to that beautiful discerned goddess. I like everything about your platform, Quinn. I don't know if you seen I tapped in the other day, but keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm telling you, it takes the algorithm to hit once and you on, Queen. Don't stop talking about what you're talking about. You got a platform, and people like you, I literally see put in work. And
Well, I don't want to talk about this too long. I'm gonna just talk briefly and let it go. Let's get the elephant out of the room. I don't want to talk about this too long. I'm gonna just talk briefly and let it go. Let's get the elephant out of the room. I don't want to talk about this too long. I'm gonna just talk briefly and let it go. Let's get the elephant out of the room. I don't want to talk about this too long. I'm gonna just talk briefly and let it go.
Hey family, how y'all doing? Good evening. Before I start, put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Is my mic on? Is my mic on, family? Put a one in the chat. Let me know if you can still hear me. Can y'all hear me? I'm gonna have to do a mic check on my side. Hold on one moment. Okay, okay. Thank you. I have a little delay on my side. How y'all doing? Listen, I guess time was on my side. Hey, y'all, I miss y'all. Even though I talked to some of y'all yesterday. Oh my goodness, I had some other stuff to talk about today, but welcome. Let me see who we got in the room. Y'all know the rules. Take your shoes off when you get in my house, okay? We got 17 people here and only 16 likes. We need some more likes. So take your shoes off before you get in my house. That means tap, smash, put some love on that like button. If you're lurking, you should be liking because if you're lurking, you're here anyway. You're here for a reason. You might as well like, okay? Thank y'all so much for your likes and your love. I appreciate you being here. I do not take your support for granted. Hi, good evening, Miss Joanna. Good evening, Miss Joanna. It's so good to see you, Queen. Hey. And I see Shanika the Realtor. Hey, Queen. Hey, Miss Aretha. Miss Aretha, you are a hoot. I was reading your comments, and baby, I was laughing out loud. I said, "Go ahead, Miss Sharitha, get everybody together." I mean, Aretha. I know that's right. Sabrina Walters. Hey, Queen. Hey, hi. Oh, welcome back, powerful. My sister from BK, Brooklyn. I hope I said it right. Yes, I love my New York family. Hi. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The moderator extraordinaire is here tonight. You all, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to some and present to others our in-house medical professional, Matt Mizzo. Hey, Matt. Welcome back. Welcome back, brother. All right, now I see who else down here. Yeah. Okay, family, can y'all do me a favor? I need some help. Y'all know I need some help. Before we get the show started and while I touch on just our light topics, can you all share this live, get some more people in the room, especially if you're planning on being on the panel. Y'all, I have some panel instructors down there, so check the description box for the panel steps. If you want to come on the panel, I can promise you it's going to be a good show. Okay, it's going to be a great show, and you're going to be wanting to get up here. So you might as well start now, okay? If you are not familiar with panel instructions, I think it's like four in there. If one of the mods can copy and paste it in the chat, that would be great. Um, If you're going to be on the panel, this is why I want you all to share. So for my panel people, y'all, this is entertainment kind of sort of, and then some of y'all got a lot of wisdom. So you might as well get your people to join our people, and we can all become a part of the village. So if you got something to say, send it, put it in your text. Send it to your daughter, your son, your sister, your brother. Tell them I'm going to be on this panel and I'm about to cook. Okay, get your people in the chat so they can root for you. And to my trolls and to the people in the bushes, if you want to participate in the chat, yes, there's a small fee. Tonight is 10 days, right? But if y'all want to come on this chat, y'all need to blow up the super chat. I got a goal of 20 super chats at only $5 each. Now, if we meet that goal, y'all, I'm opening up this chat so any and everybody can join this chat and say what they want to say. And we're gonna let the trolls troll, right? So that's to everybody lurking. Y'all not in the chat because you not subscribed. I know how it works. Some of y'all wait till I post, then you comment. You really don't want to subscribe, so you wait till I post the video and you comment. That's fine too. But if you want to say what you got to say and get some off your mind and talk ish to me, okay? Go ahead and give me $5. You're gonna have to pay the troll tonight so I can open up the chat to any and everybody. Okay. So with that being said, how was y'all weekend? I know I talked to y'all some of y'all yesterday, but how was your weekend? I hope you all are doing well. Thank y'all so much for your support. Thank you so much for everybody who shared the video. And before we get started, I just want to show something to y'all real quick. Y'all know how I do. We gotta go to school, church, we gotta do presentations over here, all kind of stuff. So look at this. Hold on, let me see what it is. Okay, I see which one it is. One moment. One moment. Get the likes up and share this um while I get this footage pulled up. So yesterday was Memorial Day, right? And y'all went to the cookout. Some of y'all danced, some of y'all played cards. I don't know. What y'all do at the cookout when you go to your cookout? What's your family like to do? I don't know if I told y'all, I'm from Miami. And I got family all over South Florida, from Fort Lauderdale down to Homestead, and this is what a get together look out in Dade County. In case you ain't know, let's go. What just happened? What just happened? I know they didn't turn my video off. There we go. Hold on, come on. Dade County, y'all. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What y'all cookout look like yesterday?
I like your guys to stay. 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 I like your
Hey,
guys to stay.
don't act like y'all ain't from Florida. I'm from Florida, and this what our music sound like, baby. Even the old people be up trying to act like they got on some skates, honey. The babies to the old, from the cradle to the grave. Let's go.
I like your guys to stay. I like your guys to stay. Ooh,
Tell me you from Florida without telling me you from Florida. Show me you from Miami without showing me you from 305. From West Palm Beach down to the homestead. Here you go. You better get it. Or, hey, y'all, happy Memorial Day. Hold up. I got one more. I got one more. Mr. Richard say, okay. I know that's right. Hold on. I got one more, y'all. Happy Memorial Day, y'all. So, shout out to all. Let's say that again. Doom. There. I need y'all to be rocking.
Gonna be with J Money serving everybody.
Honey. Hey, yeah. I love me some us, y'all. I love me some us, okay? Listen, that's the graduation slash cookout. Shout out to all of my parcel brothers and sisters that deliver packages and get them packages to us online. Cause baby, I know I be wearing y'all out. Y'all do God's work, okay? Y'all do God's work. And honey, that's the way I like my package to be delivered, honey. Happy and in a good mood. Don't be throwing my stuff down, breaking my objects, honey, and causing me more time because I gotta send it back. Shout out to that brother. I don't know who he is, but he need a raise. He need a raise, and I believe I I saw he went viral actually. And every post that I saw him in, I tagged Amazon, I tagged Amazon Flex, I tagged Amazon Prime. I don't know who we had to go get the message to, but I said, give him a raise. This is how we like our delivery people to enjoy their job, okay? Mac, that was you, Mac. Let me find out you over there delivering packages too, boy. How many jobs you got? I love it. I love it, honey, because you know what? This world can be very cruel to us, our men, our brothers, our uncles, our dads, and to see them, go out, earn their living, and do something good for the neighborhood and enjoy their job at the same time. And I bet he walked away with about 4 plates. I bet them people fed him. I bet them people fed him real good, honey. He walked away with about 3 check sodas, um, a plate to eat, and 3 plates wrapped in aluminum foil, tied up in a Publix bag, honey. That brother ain't had nothing to worry about the rest of his route. Shout out to him. Y'all know it's true. Y'all know it's true. Don't sit here and let me do all this talk about myself. I need y'all to know it's true now. If it ain't true, tell me. Tell me. Shout out to him. So that was my tribute to Memorial Day. I hope y'all had a good day off of work because a lot of people don't celebrate these holidays. However, if you have a family member or friend that served and they lost their life during service, you know, we send our condolences to you. But however, we want you to feel proud that you had a family member that sacrificed for you. So with that being said, y'all, the show is about to start, y'all. I've been waiting on this show. We got some things to talk about, and I don't want to talk about it by myself. So y'all go ahead and hit them steps so y'all can come on this panel. And if I get caught up in my commentary, just send me a little message down there and say, "Hey, I emailed you," and I'll go ahead and send you the link in the email. So let's start with Chad Ochocinco. Shout out to our brother Chad Johnson. He has a reason to be proud. He is, first of all, he's always speaking highly of our nephew, Shedeur, and all the young men over there. But shout out to Chad because He is the father of a new graduate. Y'all know this is the season, honey. The young people are graduating. They are coming home with credentials. They are coming home with professionalism. They are coming home ready um, to show us what we sacrifice for. You know what I mean? All the cash apps we done sent, all the food we done paid for, all the books we done bought. So shout out to Chad Ochocinco for this. This does not go unnoticed at all. His daughter graduated from Fairview A&M, and that is something to be proud about. Yes, ma'am, Uncle Chad. And yes, he is a Miami guy. Okay. One thing about me, y'all, if y'all don't know by now, I'm gonna definitely shout out all of my home team people, okay? And Chad is one of them. Chad is one of them. So shout out to you, Ocho Cinco. Thank you for being a great uncle to our nephew Shedeur and Travis. And it is. It is a beautiful picture of him and his daughter in his beautiful mother of his daughter, honey. We ain't used to seeing Chad with some us. He been straying away, but I think he got it this time, y'all. But we ain't gonna talk about him too bad. I just want to say congratulations to his daughter, to her mom, and to Chad Johnson. Ocho Cinco wanted me. I'm your favorite athlete. Favorite athlete. Y'all remember that? The ladies in the chat remember that. Let me stop being messy. It's too early for the mess, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh goodness. Okay, I'm gonna calm down. I'm calm down. About to get started early. Let me get in the chat and see what y'all doing. All right, y'all showing love. We got 29 people in the room with 22 likes. If six more, y'all can go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new here, I am Discerning Goddess. And over here, we love Coach Prime and we support Coach Prime and we support our nephews at the University of Colorado football program. And over here, I enjoy advocating for our young people, highlighting their greatness. And, we have a lot of Colorado football content creators and pages and channels that do a great job supporting Colorado and putting out content to highlight our young people and the great work that they do on the football team. And they like to talk about the football game and all the little technical things where football is concerned. But over here, we talk about our athletes, the good that they're doing. We like to highlight their families and their life outside of football. And most of all, we address the elephant in the room. So if you're just getting here, welcome to my
I don't
channel.
want to talk about this too long. I'm gonna just talk briefly and let it go.
Y'all heard what Coach Prime said. Let me play it
Let's get
again.
the elephant out of the room. I don't want to talk about this too long. I'm gonna just talk briefly and let it go.
Okay. So Coach Prime said, let's get the elephant out the room. So if you are wanting to know about what's going on, if there's a subject or an issue that your favorite content creator, they're talking about everything but that, you got that extra itch, baby, come on over here. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. And I ain't scared to talk about it either. You are in the right place. So, welcome to the village. You are all the subscribers are aunties and uncles, internet aunties and uncles, and we take our job seriously. We are proud internet aunties and uncles, okay? And I like to tell people there's no acronym in front of my auntie. I am an internet auntie because I am not just an auntie to one particular institution or geographical location. I am an auntie, okay? So my auntie-ism, it might be at Colorado now, but it might be at focus on Albany State. Shout out to Albany State. It might be focused on Howard University or even one of the PWIs. But my internet auntie is not subject to just one place. So this is why there is no acronym in front of my auntie. And I hope that you all understand that. So welcome to the village. Everybody is welcome. There are some guidelines in the chat. We ask that you come on and have fun, get to know everybody, engage, and just follow the guidelines. It's not too much to ask, okay? Let's get on with the show, you guys. Before I do, who else has joined us tonight? I see Ryan. Welcome, Ryan. Hey, girl. Hey, go Gators. What's up, brother? Thank you for joining us. I appreciate your support. Thank you. If you're new, if you're just getting here, go ahead and hit the like button. And before I start, let me say something to this. If you're lurking, you should be liking because you know you like it here. Don't be over here acting all salty. Hit the like button because I might be talking about you. Hit the like button. Let's get started, you guys. I think I've held you hostage long enough. Okay. Hey, Coach Prime. Okay. Thank you. Ooh, I was just over here talking. Okay. Can y'all hear me now? Okay, thank you. Okay. We hear so much about the Sanders family, and a lot of times it is propaganda and made up narratives that mainstream media or others would like to just um continue to defame them. They try to um, stunt or dismiss their efforts and things like that. So today, I'm about to tell a story or read an article that I have not been seeing in mainstream media. Oh my goodness. Hold on one second. Wait. Rye. Welcome. Oh my goodness. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Wait, okay. Thank you, Ryan Gay. I appreciate the love and the support. Am I really? Thank you, beloved. Thank you. Can y'all go ahead and show Ryan some love down there? Thank you, my. Thank you, Chad. So, in case you all are just getting here, there's a goal set in the super chat, and it's for me to open up the chat to anyone and everyone that would like to contribute to the conversation. So, if you are lurking, and if you want to troll, go ahead and pay the troll. Pay, you gotta pay to troll over here, okay? And I will open up that chat and let y'all have at it. The mods will just have to go ahead and get to modding. No, we will let the trolls troll, y'all. We would. Okay, let's get into this article. It says Coach Prime's touchdown for humanity. Sanders converts his $21.5 million bonuses into homeless youth interventions. I do not know how true this is. However, we are about to read this article. It said University of Colorado Buffalo's head football coach Deion Sanders has reportedly channeled his entire accumulated bonus earnings, totaling a remarkable $21.5 million, into a groundbreaking initiative to transform his personal residence into a long-term shelter for homeless youth in the state of Colorado. I don't know how true this is, but we are going to read this story. It sounds like something Coach Prime would do, but it's extremely generous. It says sources close to Coach Sanders confirms the extraordinary philanthropic endeavor, revealing that the charismatic and outspoken leader has been quietly laying the groundwork for this project over the past several months. The decision, driven by a deep seated desire to address the growing issue of youth homelessness, will see Sanders' expansive Boulder estate undergo significant renovations to create a safe, supportive, and nurturing environment for young people facing housing insecurity. Um, it says, Coach Prime said, God has blessed me immensely. Okay, we know that's one of his words, immensely. Okay, God has blessed me immensely, and with that blessing comes a responsibility to give back. Sanders stated in a press conference held at the future site of the shelter on Tuesday afternoon. Flanked by community leaders and representatives from local youth support organizations, a visibly emotional Sanders shared his vision for the project. Football is my passion, but these young people, our future, they need our help. This isn't about me, it's about providing a lifeline, a place where they can feel safe, loved, and empowered to build a better future. Sanders' bonus earnings occurred through various performance based incentives in his contract with the University of Colorado, represents a significant financial commitment. Rather than indulging in personal luxuries, Coach Prime has chosen to reinvest these substantial funds directly into addressing a critical social need within the community. The transformation of Sanders' property will involve the creation of individual living spaces, communal areas for meals and recreation, educational resources, and counseling facilities. The shelter, which is being developed in partnership with established local nonprofit organizations specializing in youth homelessness, will provide comprehensive support services, including academic assistance, mental health counseling, job skills training, and guidance on independent living. Coach Sanders' generosity is truly unprecedented and will have a profound impact on the lives in vulnerable young people in our community, said Marsha Garcia, Executive Director of Youth Futures Colorado, one of the partnering organizations. His commitment goes far beyond a financial contribution. He is actively involved in the planning and development of this shelter, and his passion for this cause is truly inspiring. The issue of youth homelessness is a significant concern in Colorado, with thousands of young people experiencing housing instability each year due to factors such as family conflict, poverty, and lack of affordable housing. The establishment of this new shelter, spearheaded by a figure of Sanders' prominence, is expected to raise considerable awareness and encourage further community involvement in addressing this critical issue. This is more than just a shelter, it's a home, a place where these young people can rebuild their lives and reach their full potential, Sanders emphasized. We want to create an environment where they feel valued, supported, and equipped with the tools they need to succeed. The project is expected to take several months to complete, with the goal of opening its doors to young people in need by early 2026. He has pledged to remain actively involved in the ongoing operation of the shelter, leveraging his platform to advocate for homeless youth and inspire others to contribute to the cause. This extraordinary act of generosity has resonated deeply within the Colorado community and beyond. University officials have lauded Sanders' selfless commitment, and tributes have poured in from athletes, coaches, and community leaders across the nation. Coach Sanders' actions amplify the true spirit of leadership and compassion, comments the University of Colorado Chancellor Dr. Philip DiStefano. His dedication to his team is well known, but this commitment to serving the broader community, particularly its most vulnerable members, is truly exceptional. The initiative will be a beacon of hope for our countless young people. While Deion Sanders primarily remains on leading the Colorado Buffalo football program to success on the field, his investment in this transformative project underscores his profound commitment to making a lasting positive impact off the field. By converting his personal wealth into a sanctuary for homeless youth, Coach Prime is just scoring touchdowns. He is making a monumental play for humanity, offering hope and a home to those who need him most. His legacy in Colorado will undoubtedly extend far beyond wins and losses, solidifying his role as a true champion for his community. Y'all better give Coach Prime a hand clap, okay? And this article is by who wrote this? Sky Sport 4. Thank you all over there at Sky Sport 4 for this positive and inspiring and motivational article on Coach Prime. It is such a good look, especially in a time like this where we could easily be inundated with negativity when it concerns Coach Prime or his children. And if this is true, I am truly blessed to ever come across this positive news article, because when I read it, I'm like, I haven't seen this come on my timeline. Where is the news about this? Y'all, we know Coach Prime has you know, a heart posture given by God that we can attest to, because we see the work that he does. We know how hard he works, and we know that he's sincere and genuine, especially when it comes to leading our nephews and the youth over not just at Colorado but everywhere he's been. We've seen the work. This is expected, but are we surprised? Now, I am surprised that he turning his own house, the property, you know, into a shelter or for homeless youth. Now, see, that right there is commendable. What y'all think about this article? My question is, are you surprised? Are you looking forward to it? Okay. I mean, shout out to Coach Prime. Shout out to Coach Prime for this, because on the day where they report any and everything negative, this is a way you do some good to see if people are going to pick up the positive pieces and add this to their think pieces, to their takes. Okay, let's see if we see this come across any of the mainstream media platforms. And we are starting to count that. Okay, they got 24 hours to respond. Who is this? Thank you, Miss Joanna. Oh, thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Okay, we have 34 people in the room. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am discerning goddess. Thank you for tapping in with us. Y'all, I needed to start with that positive information, that positive hit, because we need it. We see so much stuff, and it's like, what are we gonna hear next? What they're gonna say this time, right? But I want to say to people, leave Shedeur alone. Hold on, Max. I'm not surprised. Oh, you talking about something else. Okay, never mind. But in the article, what it did say, he is receiving support from all over, from his celebrity friends, from coaches and athletes. So this initiative, I'm looking forward to it. I want to see what this is going to look like, what it's going to be. And when you think about Colorado, so many times we are focused on Boulder, Colorado. We know Boulder, Colorado is a wealthy zip code, right? We don't think there are homeless people or housing insecurity in Boulder, Colorado, but obviously there's homelessness in Denver. So there you have it. We are going to move on to our next topic. And what we want to tell people is leave our nephew alone. Why y'all messing with Shador? Shador don't mess with nobody. But if you're new here, if you haven't liked, subscribe, I want to tell you if you've already liked, thank you. Go ahead and subscribe and thank you for watching. Let's get to Shador. Y'all, let me see what y'all talking about. Hey, Portia. Welcome, Portia. I'm just getting some slides together real quick. Give me a moment. I think. Hold on. You know what? There we go. Okay. So I apologize for that. I'm having a little technical glitch over here. Y'all, you know what? I'm gonna start with the wedding. I'll start with the wedding. When I have my windows open for a certain amount of time, the content disappears. There we go. There we go. There we go. So y'all know since Travis' wedding, he is Miss Jordan. He's big on relationships. You only hear negativity from mainly the other people. And his name Ham Hawk Nick. If y'all say Ham Hawk Nick, that's who y'all be talking about. I call him Ham Hawk Nick, Miss Joanna. Um, so since Travis' wedding, everybody, so many people were so obsessed. Like, did Coach Prime go? Did Bucky go? Did Shiloh go? Where are the Sanders? Because in the first couple of pictures and videos, no one saw any of the Sanders. But a lot of us felt like, okay, they're there, but they don't want to take away the attention from the moment. The moment was the wedding. You only get one. the wedding makes, everything that happens on the wedding day has a lasting impression for years to come, right? So I understand if, Shador being the personality and the person that he is, not that he's bigger than anyone else, but we know how the media acts when Coach Prime is in the room, when Shador pulls up. We know how that goes. So I completely understood if they were, laid back, but there and allowing the festivities to take place. Okay, so here we go. Let's get into this. Let me show y'all something before I get into my footage. I just want to show y'all. Shador was there. There's Shador right there taking pictures with people. Please excuse me blocking out people's face. I don't know them people names, so I couldn't give them credit. Shador was at the wedding, you guys. Shador was at the wedding, you guys. He was there. So let me share some more footage with you guys. For the people in the back who just have to see Shador, okay? Because he's our Shador. Let me know if y'all could see it. Okay. Shador, we saw pictures of Shador. Now we see videos of Shador at the wedding, okay? Talking to his brother Travis, okay? 12 times 12 is what? 144. So I said it yesterday and I say it again. If you made a video on YouTube saying that Shador did not go to the wedding, I need for you to make another video. One, apologize to Shador, and I need you to retract it and do another video showing that Shador was at the wedding. Okay? Because here's the thing about YouTube, we want to be the first to do everything. We want to be the first to do everything. And a lot of times when you're first, you're actually wrong. So shout out to everybody for wanting to do a good job and give our guys a good look. But we got to be careful about the narratives we create. We got to be careful about the environment we create because if you did a video and said that Shador didn't even support Travis, okay, you don't know how that particular suggestion or statement can create disdain for Shador in the hearts of others. So go ahead and make a quick little short, a quick little video, and give Shador his credit for taking time out of his day. Because all of them are professionals right now and have very busy schedules, right? So give him credit, for showing up for his brother. And even with that, and even with that, you have people in the comments talking about, oh, he ain't even dressed up. I get it. But here's what I want y'all to know. When Shador went to Cleveland, I don't think he was thinking about, oh, shoot, I got to go to Trav wedding in about 2 weeks, right? So can we give him grace? Can we give him grace? Dear family, I'm talking to the village. Can we give Shador grace for not being in a suit and tie or some slacks and dress shoes? Or whatever, the fact that he made the effort, and we know as sports people, sports fans, something you cannot teach is effort. Okay, you can't teach effort. Okay, thank you, Lady C Speaks, for letting us know. But here's what I want to share with Shador, baby. This is Auntie speaking. I know you out there in Cleveland, and I know all your real wardrobe is back at the house. You know what I mean? I don't think you packed some suits. So while you at Cleveland, shout out to all the nice, wonderful stylists out there. Go on and contact my nephew. Let him know you want to style him. And Shador, I want you to get 5 suits: a black suit, a navy blue suit, a brown suit, a tan suit, and there's another color, a gray suit. 5 suits, Shador. Keep them in your wardrobe at all times. Let somebody style those 5 suits. Get you some French cuffs, right? Get one shirt, get a shirt, French cuff shirts and regular shirts. And then let your stylist pick out a tie, casual wears and everything. Create a space in your closet that you don't have to ever worry about this again. Because you'll always have a wardrobe in your closet put together. 5 suits: black, navy blue, brown, tan, and gray. And you can intertwine and mismatch those suits and jackets to make it look like a brand new suit every time you put it on. Put that on, okay? And we're done with this. So for you people in the comments all over the internet, first you was on his head because he didn't show up. He showed up. Then once he showed up, y'all want to talk about he wasn't even dressed for the occasion and he didn't care. Well, if he didn't care, he would not have showed up. Okay, so we got that out the way. I hope we're clear. Extra, extra, read all about it. Shador was at the wedding. Now leave my nephew alone, for God's sake. For God's sake, okay? He was there. He was there. One more. Because they don't believe me. Even with me just saying this, they still don't believe me. He was there. Shout out to the people on Facebook. Everybody. We be windmilling over on every platform. You know, I see y'all in the comments. I see y'all in all the groups. We stand up. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't know what they thought we was gonna do. I don't know what they thought we was gonna do when they thought they was coming for Shador head and neck. But baby, I love us, okay? Cause we ain't having it. I don't know what done got into us, but I love the unity in the community. If y'all understand me, you understand me. Don't let these people get away with assassinating this young man's character because they think they have control over mainstream media. And I implore everybody, go ahead and get your YouTube channel active. If you know you have a voice and you can advocate for these young men, I don't care if it's a 30-second video. Speak up for them because what mainstream media is doing, they're using all their platforms to get into the minds of the ignorant people who believe everything they hear and see. But you know what I mean? When it comes to a small channel, listen, I don't care how small the channel is, but all of us together can deliver a mighty blow. So if you can, go ahead and get your voice out there. Shout out to Shador. Shout out to all these young men. They are growing into manhood well. If you haven't had a chance to look at my last live, you know, we included the team in those pictures, all the former buffs and some of them from Jackson and other places that were also at the wedding. So when you have a chance, go check that out. Shout out to Shador for being a good brother. Let me see what y'all talking about. Let's see what y'all got going on over here. 29 people in the room. I appreciate y'all for being here. So far, we done had almost 400 views. Shout out to y'all. And if you will take a look in the description box, as well as Mac has posted it in the comments. If you want to join the platform later, go ahead and take a look at those steps and let me know when you're ready for me to send you the link. I'll send you the link. And if you're just getting here and you're new to my channel, I am Discerning Goddess. Welcome to my channel. Over here, we love Coach Prime. We support Coach Prime. And we love our nephews at the University of Colorado football team and we definitely advocate for them. So you are in the right place if you are looking for Colorado content. But outside of all of that, there are so many Colorado content pages on YouTube, and they do a great job at highlighting the program. However, on this channel, I don't talk about football like that, but I do like to keep up with the lives and events of our young people. So if that's something you are into, you are in the right place. But more than anything, I address the elephant in the room. We can talk about football all day, we can get to know the players all day, but there are sometimes things take place and we just need to talk about it. It's just that significant. So I talk about those things. I don't mind addressing the elephant in the room. If that sounds like something you want to be involved in, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I would love to get to know you. And you can go ahead and get in here and have a party in the chat with the rest of us. Go ahead and tap the screen. It doesn't cost a thing. All likes are free. And I will do my best to deliver you a great product with this content. That's right. Congratulations to the hunters. You listen, Shedeur can't catch a break, y'all. Shedeur can't catch a break. I don't know.
You going crazy, man. My car got there? Which one? This nigga here. You know, don't get money. It's all good.
So I don't know where the internet. Well, we know where it started. It's these people. They see one thing and they take off with a whole. They can't wait to sensationalize something because it's all about the mindset. It's all about the mindset because they already think a certain way about us. They already feel a way about Shedeur. So they are looking for any and everything to create a narrative to get their community riled up so they can continue to throw these racist comments all over social media. Miss Joanna, I saw you when you said you can't deal with Twitter, baby. The people on Twitter are ruthless. You hear me? And I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about them. Welcome, Brother Saeed Abdul Rahman. Welcome, beloved. Peace to you. Greetings. And this is how we know mainstream media has an agenda. The agenda is not to shine a light, a good light, on these young men. The agenda is not to highlight the good works that Coach Prime does. But from the moment they got to Colorado, from what I can see, mainstream media has villainized our football players. They have tried to diminish their skills and abilities to the point to they have worked relentlessly to affect and impact Shadeur's draft stock. Okay. So yes, we see y'all. We see y'all. That's why I'm over here running my mouth. Because I refuse to sit and let that type of stuff happen. But what mainstream media did was they took a small clip and said Shedeur spent his whole signing bonus on a new car. And if he did, it was his money to spend. That's my response to it. But y'all was loud and wrong again. Okay? Loud and wrong again. Miss Legacy say she be what? Slaying the I know that's right. Windmill and honey. Cause I see it and I keep on going. I don't have that kind of time to be I had to unfollow one of my favorite people because he used to wake up every morning and be telling people about their behind honey. And my phone used to be pinging all morning long. You know who he is. Shout out to Blessed One. Hold on.
That beautiful discerned goddess. I like everything about your platform, Quinn. I don't know if you seen I tapped in the other day, but keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm telling you, it takes the algorithm to hit once and you on, Queen. Don't stop talking about what you're talking about. You got a platform, and people like you, I literally see put in work. And shout out to that beautiful discerned goddess.
Listen, if you want to see somebody tell pale people about that nary area behind, go subscribe to I Smoke Hip Hop Live. He be telling them people off, and or follow him over on Twitter, baby. He used to have my phone rocking early in the morning. I'm like, he cussing the people out early this morning. So for those of you who can't take the other community on Twitter, baby, he be getting them together. He a one man army over there, a whole one man army. So it's this. Leave Shedeur alone. Leave Shedeur alone. Shedeur does nothing. He is the most, you know, even keel, gentle giant. We know them children don't do nothing but mind their business. And it's almost like they create these stories to provoke them. So Shedeur had to come out. Y'all know Shedeur ain't been on Twitter in so long. He ain't been on Twitter in so long. The people that made him come out and respond to the foolishness, right? And he done made the shade room. Yes, he do, Joanna. Man, please listen. And here's what it is about content. Everybody, you're not gonna 100% agree with everybody. So sometimes you gotta chew the meat and spit out the bones. Okay, the brother be on it. What we don't say, he said for us. Okay, he say what I be thinking. But shout out to Shedeur. He had to come out and denounce these cavemen. The caveman said inspirational Brown Star rookie QB Shedeur Sanders brought himself a custom Rolls Royce worth over 500K. Despite being drafted the fifth round, Sanders had performed phenomenally thus far in Cleveland, a much deserved gift for himself. Let me tell y'all about the devil. The devil will smile in your face, say nice things to you and about you, and have you drunk on word salad and nice words. The whole time they don't mean you no good. This man ain't meant no good. This was bait to get people riled up to slander Shedeur with this lie. Okay. And I hope y'all have ripped him to shreds in the comments because that's not Shadeur's car. Shedeur plays for the Cleveland Browns. That car is green and orange. It looks like it's going where? To the University of Miami. What professional team is green and brown? Olive green and orange. I mean, that car is green and orange. So what football team is green and orange? I've been trying to figure it out. Like, where did they even get that from? If that was Shadeur's car, let's say it was his car, why would it be green instead of brown? I, I'm common sense would say, well, he plays for Cleveland. Why is his car green? That's what he should have put in the doggone post. Shedeur brought a green and orange car. Oh yeah, a backhanded compliment. Yes, Mac, it's Bucky's car. Bucky has since came out and stated that's his car. So I wonder if I have not checked, but did this person come out and also the some fake troll NFL page also posted it? Did they come out and recant their post? Does anybody know? Because here's the thing, they put these lies out there, but I never see anybody come back and retract what they say, right? That's them children business. At the end of the day, you have these people who feel like the work that Coach Prime has done, the structure he has set up for his family, and everything, the lifestyle that they have been blessed to live, that it doesn't belong to them and they should not have access to that type of life. Well, I'm trying to have a clean night. I ain't gonna cuss tonight, y'all. But it's a lot I want to say about that. You don't get to tell nobody what type of life they should live after they have worked, okay, to put themselves in a peace, okay, a sanctuary. They and that's the thing. A lot of them don't live like that. So they are what? Jealous. It is jealousy and envy magnified to its greatest power. That's what we see. This is what we are watching. And a lot of people could not understand, like, oh my God, they're doing this to Shedeur. Let me tell y'all something, and I've said this quite a few times. They call it teacher Shedeur lesson when they kept bypassing him in the draft. That draft show, that circus, that public slaying, slashing of Shedeur, because they didn't lynch him, but they slashed him. That public slashing of Shedeur was to what they say humble him. Let me give y'all a little bit of history and why they're trying to take history out of these schools. A lot of times when we looked at all those movies, you saw somebody slashing, a free worker across the back with a whip. What many of us don't know and many people don't realize that they didn't just slash them, they didn't just come get the woman out the house at night, but they also what they call BUCK broke the black man the same way when they assaulted that black woman. So making him docile, attacking his masculinity, attacking his wealth, because that's all that was. They were trying to remove his opportunity to increase his wealth when they stole, literally stole that 40 something $1 million from Shador. They don't think no family that look like us, many of us, should have access to that type of wealth and resources. That's all it was. They wanted to break him down. But just like they plan, God plans, and God is the best of planner. Shador is not alone. And I went on his website the other day to try to get merch, and y'all done brought up all the merch. So according to these shade room comments, this is a shade room post. Y'all are welcome to go over there and read these comments yourself. Shador has a lot of support. We be talking some real crazy stuff. Said mind your business. Even if he did, who money is it? The aunties, uncles, and cousins up in the shade room, honey. They have no filter. I'm just gonna scroll and y'all can read it. Somebody say broke people stay in those with money pockets. Focus on your own. Exactly. Leave Shador alone. He is innocent. He is innocent. Shador didn't do anything wrong. He did nothing to deserve all these lies, the slander, defamation, and malicious targets and acts upon him. Give me one moment. I'm up in here waking up the churn, honey, with my big old mouth. Let me see what y'all doing over here. 46 people, welcome. I appreciate y'all for being here. Hit the like button. I'm missing some likes. If you're lurking, you should be liking. Go ahead and take your shoes off when you come in my house. Hey, y'all. Welcome. Welcome to the chat, Lady C Speaks. Who is this? Kay. I can't see your name. Kaylicious. As long as he's a Sanders, he will always have a target on his back. As far as his draft stock, they just gave him more attention. People would not have given more exposure and more deals. You are correct. Because even today, they still want to talk about, oh, he was a fifth round draft pick. Well, y'all talk about him every day like he was the number one draft pick. Make that make sense. If I was so insignificant, if Shador is so insignificant, why do y'all talk about him every day? Answer us that. Y'all help me figure that out down in the chat, please. And if you're watching the replay, if Shedeur is so insignificant as the fifth round draft pick, why do you think they are talking about him every day? What makes them talk about Shedeur every day? If they're honest, they'll tell you he should have been number one or number two or in the first top three. He is the better quarterback off the board. According if we're gonna look at stats, not narrative, okay? If we're going by stats and not narrative, Shedeur should have been number one. And I'm gonna keep saying it. No disrespect to Cam. No disrespect to Cam Ward at all. Give me one moment. Let me take like a couple of seconds. Give me one moment. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I had to take a drink of water. I don't talk that much. And my mouth had got so dry. But if y'all have not already shared this video, subscribe or like or comment, go ahead and subscribe so you can be included in the next live. I'll be fair. The reason why I said this one at 10 days is because 10 days ago, if you are not aware, my live stream it kind of went viral and y'all monetized me. So 10 days ago, everybody that subscribed to me 10 days ago during the jersey reveal, you all are able to engage in the chat today. This is my gift to you for making it 10 days ago. If you've been subscribed to me 10 days or longer, you're able to participate in this particular live stream. And thank you to everybody my day ones, everybody that found me, my chat sisters and brothers, as well as the new subbies. Welcome. And let's see where we go from here. Let's get into Princess Prime, you guys. I guess. Let's get into Princess Prime. Y'all know I love me some Deiondra. I love me some Deiondra, and I don't play by my baby niece. The reason why I have not been addressing any issues where the father of her son is concerned is because I thank you, Kay Hayes, is because that I really have been trying to be considerate um of the family dynamic and that this is the person she chose to have baby with. So and if I'm not mistaken, she did say that they are working on it. So I'm not sure if they're still working on it. But some things that stand out to me and they concern me. And so as a auntie, no comment. Well, no comment. No comment is a comment, Ryan. And I promise I'm not gonna go too hard today on him. I don't think so. That's not my plan. But I do want to address something. And I pray, hope and pray, and I'm asking God for guidance to so that I can speak wisdom, love, and care into this situation to Deiondra. But in however, I have to address what I see. It's okay, your blanket is right there. Look, it's right there. Y'all, the babies is waking up. And if y'all are new here, I am a foster mom. Give me one moment. Let me put a blanket on one of. Okay, I am back. I am back. So let's get into some of this content. So if you all have been paying attention to the activities of the family, everybody has been doing well. We saw them draft night. The entire family was there, including Coach Prime's ex-wives. I love to see a family that gets along, even though they have gone their separate ways. And you had uh, Bucky and Deondra's mom was there, even though Shedeur is not her child. She was there at the draft party. You had Pilar there. That's the biological mother of Shedeur, Shiloh, and Shalamai. So everybody was there for that momentous occasion, right? So, and prior to that, y'all, we saw Deiondra go on her press runs. She has been doing her advocacy for postpartum depression and how she has been going through her journey since she had her beautiful baby, our little nephew, Snow Snow. And she's been keeping focused. That's the main thing. She has been focused on her own self, her development, her mental health, and peace of mind. Okay. That's what we have been seeing from Deondra over the past couple of months. So, a few days ago, let me see, about 2 days ago, we'll say, Coach Prime posted, he said, Lord, thank you for my daughter, Deiondra Sanders, for blessing me with my grandson, Snow. God, you are incredible. I only know how to be a blessing. So, Snow got it coming. I love him like he's mine. He's cutting into Shiloh's trust fund. LOL. Y'all. So that was Coach Prime adoring one, his beautiful daughter, and also affirming his grandbaby. That's so important and so significant because we know that for at least 2 years for the time he's been at Colorado. Um, his vision, his way of life has been attacked. And for me, on the outside looking in, there's nothing that he does to me that should be such a issue for mainstream media. In my opinion, they attack him because he is a great example of what a black man should be in our households. See, if he was the opposite of who he is, then the narrative would be different. But because he's a present father, he takes care of all of his children and his grandbabies. He's a positive image, not just to his children, but to any young man that needs a positive image. Okay, that's an issue for some people. So not only do he got a grandbaby baby, he done built a whole playground on the property. Y'all know I love me some Prime Ranch, honey. Only thing Prime Ranch don't got is a Chick-fil-A or a KFC on the property. Cause he got a vending machine. They got vending machines for Gatorade. They have vending machines for snacks. They have a football field, a tennis court, basketball court. Bucky has a house on Prime Ranch. Child, please, by 18 Lake. Only thing Prime Ranch don't have is the KFC, and I'm saying KFC because that's who he does business with. Man, please. Snow has his own personal place to go play and grow and physically develop. So, with that being said, Here's a view of Snow's play pad. It says, safe to say, Snow loves his playground. Thanks, Papa. So that was Deiondra posting as she was outside playing with her baby. Shoot, I want to go out there on the playground. Right. He got sweet, full living quarters, you know, attached to the main mansion. Please, Prime Ranch got everything. And Snow have his own place to go play, okay? I want to go over there in the moach. So that was 2 days ago, y'all. And good old fashioned, I don't even know what to call it. Here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say. Whenever Deandra does something good, y'all can set your watch. You can set your meals. You can set your next paycheck. That right behind Deandra gonna come her baby daddy. I be so irritated and annoyed. I don't know what to tell you. I be like, now here he go. Here he go. Let me tell you something, ladies. And this is no disrespect to the men, but ladies, if you come in contact with a man and he's always competing with you, that's an issue. That's how jealous women act towards each other. Oh, she got this, I'm gonna do this. She did this, I'm gonna do this. And it appears to me that the leprechaun, I don't want to say his name, little bitty old little dude. Every time Deandra does something significant, great, or where she's receiving traction, here he go. So let me go on and show y'all this. So 2 days ago, Deandra, she posted her and Snow out there on Snow's playground. Snow's so rich, he don't even gotta hold his wrist up. He gonna get up in the daycare and ask them children, do they got their own playground? My playground has my name on it. That's how Snow gonna be. Snow gonna be like, I have my own playground. So Ryan said, my mom said that's how he is with me. I be doing so good, then boom, it came. Yeah, it's toxic. That's a toxic trait, baby. That's a toxic trait. That means they have made you their supply source and you have to go no contact. That's a narcissistic behavior. I don't want to go into it, but that's a narcissistic behavior. So after Deandra posted her and her baby on the playground, here he go. He all that now he could easily he could easily just go ahead and do a visit, right, with his son, be over there, have a pleasant and peaceful experience, right? Nah, that ain't good enough. This N word gotta take pictures and videos and post it all over social media and show everybody he at Coach Prime house. hmm When I tell y'all I was so irritated, I was so irritated. And this ain't my business, but I'm just letting y'all know this is some bullshit, okay? Cause why you just can't go over there and visit and have a very engaging, very enriching time with your son? Why does the world have to see you at Coach Prime house? This how I know, and this is my story. I'm sticking to it. He it was a clout chase. You wanted to be with Dave so bad. Why did you choose Deandra? Because Deandra got way more motion. And your future is secure over there with Deandra. You ain't got to worry about Snow. You probably ain't ever got to worry about her putting you on child support because you know her daddy got it, okay? But I can't stand Dusty behavior. I ain't calling him Dusty, but that's some Dusty behavior. Just because you over here seeing your child, don't be taking no pictures and videos in my daddy's house. I'm getting to that too, man. Now that Shador and Shiloh are not home, Shiloh is here in Tampa Bay, and Shador is in Cleveland. Now it's safe for you to go over there. Trust and believe. They ain't want you nowhere around. You clout chaser, you. Okay? He couldn't go over there as long as Shador and Shiloh was there, which is going to bring me to Bucky. Bucky looked a little irritated. If you look at that little last well off video, Bucky it just seemed like he had a lot on him. He ain't gonna want you around. Bucky ain't gonna say it. I said, don't nobody like you over there in the Sanders family. Deondra, oh girl, you gonna have a long 18 to 21 years with this one, girl. But God bless you. Yeah, now he wanna pop up because Shiloh and Shador not there. But if you seen what we seen in Bucky, you better not act up over there either with Bucky, honey. So, and if y'all are not familiar with why I feel a way about this one, it's because it's this guy right here. He created such a toxic environment for Deondra. Some old woman he was dealing with who's a part of his family friend, his friend or one of his little side pieces threatened Deondra's life while she was pregnant. If you don't believe me, let me show you. Hold on one second. Because some of y'all think I just be being extra for no reason. Mm-mm. Let me show you. Hold on one second. Is it this one? No. Okay.
I respond back to disrespect when it comes to me and my.
Not that one. Okay. I call her Thugger Chick. She's a Thugger Chick. So they had went out to an event one night. This is her. I won't say anything bad about her because some lady came up here and read me for filth because I said something about her. But this is the lady Jaquees. Um, I convinced Deiondra was just a friend of a family, but honey, that lady act like Jaquees is her man, and can't nobody tell me different. And this is her one night. She was getting drunk on live. Okay, listen, I don't deal. Listen. I know I talk a lot, but I don't fight nobody. I don't fight, and baby, she can have it. She can have it.
I know it.
And this is the lady one night as she was playing with Pop House on the live. That's why I say she. That's why this is when I gave her the name Thug Chick. Yeah. So hold on. I ain't finished. One more.
Did you see when I was fumbling around trying to get that bottle? Every glass, every bottle I grabbed was plastic.
Let me just say, excuse the language. I'm just trying to show y'all. This is Jaquees' family friend, uh, side piece, sneaky link.
I'll
Hold
give it
on.
to her. I was gonna give it to that hoe. I was gonna give it. I was gonna give it to her, bitch. Before I know it, bitch. The security was telling her to get out. You got to go. They put that bitch out before Jacquees got put out. Bitch, that hoe was outside by herself. But if she said they told her, oh, I'm not leaving him. They said, baby, your best bet is to leave because baby, they seen me scrambling. Bitch, I was finna get to that hoe. Bitch, I had to fuck that bitch when I seen the rumbling and scumbling going on back there, baby. When bitch, I was finna get to her. I was finna get. I'm going to violate that hoe and her baby.
Y'all heard it.
I'm going to. You talk.
Listen, I don't have to allow nobody. I don't have to allow nobody. That lady said she picked up a bottle, a liquor bottle, and she was trying to violate Deondra and her baby. Deondra was pregnant. And one thing I don't do is this type of mess. Is this type of mess. You know what I mean? I don't do this. Feel how you feel. That's fine. But resorting to violence, this girl don't bother nobody. And you're upset with her because she with Jaquees. It all came out. It all came out. You know what I mean? And so after all of that, she gonna come out and say this.
Sanders boys, I'm sorry, baby. Send me your music. I listen to it. I'm so sorry. And I'm sorry to the Sanders boys for mentioning their name last night and whatever other night, whatever I said. I just want to apologize to the Sanders boys because I don't know them. They don't know me. They basically don't know what's going on. Didn't know what happened, and they don't want to have nothing to do. They don't have nothing to do with it. They don't want to have nothing to do with it. I just want to say I'm sorry to them boys. I don't know y'all. I'm so sorry, and I'm sorry for what I said about the baby. Baby don't have nothing to do with it, even though Jaquees brought up my kids. But again, I'm here to apologize on my own behalf for what I did in disrespecting those boys, and those boys had nothing to do with it. And the baby, but again, my kids was brought up, so yeah, I was emotional. My apology is for the Sanders boys only. The Sanders boys and the baby. Because I publicly said it out of my mouth, so I had to apologize out of my mouth publicly on my platform on what happened. But only to the Sanders boys and what I said about the baby. I don't mean no harm to nobody's child. When you bring people children into, you can't pick and choose on what they could say back or how you could do. You can't do that. You can't dictate how I respond back to disrespect when it comes to me and my children. But Sanders boys, I'm sorry, baby. Send me your music. I listen to it. I'm so sorry. I just said that because I was mad. I don't know you. You don't know me. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and I hope you accept my apology. I'm out. And if I didn't thank you on my page for
Listen, if you have a problem with my sister, you got a problem with me forever, right? For real, Ryan. Old as I don't know what, out here trying to jump on a pregnant girl, a young lady. See, let me tell you something. Whew, I ain't trying to be over here that long, but let me go through y'all comments real quick. I'll pick it up. How y'all doing? Oh goodness. Let's see what the comments doing. So this is why I have a problem with Jaquees because this is his mess. He made a comment to this lady and she projected it all on Deiondra. To this day, this lady trolls Deiondra. She harasses her all over the internet. She threatened to violate her and her baby while she was pregnant. What type of evil soul, evil being, evil demon are you that you stay out your mouth that you are going to hurt a pregnant woman? And then how ignorant do you have to be to even say it on the internet, on live? You see, I got this footage forever. It ain't going nowhere. And every time he do something, I'm gonna bring it up unless Deandra or Coach Prime tell me to stop. Every time. Every time Jacquees do some stupid mess that I gotta come on here and talk about him, because I don't want to talk about him, I'm gonna always bring up Thugger Chick. Thugger Chick is gonna be featured because this is Jacquees' problem. This is not Deandra's problem. He created this mess. I'm going through y'all comments real quick. Yeah, she came in the live talking about I heard you was calling for me, girl, but she didn't want to come on the panel. I would have let her come on the panel and let her get it out. But what you're not gonna do is be down here in the chat, honey. No, you can't be. That's why the chat is set the way it is today. 10 days. See, if she would have still been subscribed, she could have been in the chat tonight. Back then, my chat was 20 minutes. Right? Hold on one second. Yeah, I had fun with that. Yeah, she was out of her mind threatening a pregnant woman. Are you crazy? That was just ignorant as I don't know what. And I don't do ignorance at all. So this is why I have a problem with Jaquees because he can handle this. Not only did this lady violate Deiondra, his mama came out and said some super junk. But we're not gonna get into old messy mama. But I will always have an issue with him because as the man, if he was if he had the best of intentions for Deiondra, this situation would have never gotten out of hand. And as a mother of beautiful young ladies, me, he would never ever be welcome on my streets. And I would make sure I tell my daughters, I don't care what y'all gotta do, but he can't ever come back to this house after being a part of the public humiliation of my daughter when I know my child don't deserve all that. So moving right along. So after Jaquees did his little stunt, because that was a stunt, he was pulling a stunt. He wanted everybody to see that he was at Coach Prime's house, right? And then after he did that, I ain't going through all the episodes and all that stuff. But y'all remember when he had his project dropping, he used Deiondra to get his music out, you know, the whole time while he disrespected her with his label mates and person he was doing the music with. Um they uninvited, used Deiondra the whole time, the relationship, the baby, the pregnancy, all of that. Used her up. Getting his face out there the whole time he with Deiondra. He had the Colorado games. Deiondra done covered her whole Instagram with this little guy. All of that. Getting him visibility. Um, all of that. Then he surprises her with this project, not a song, but the entire album is a love making album where with videos where he's featuring Dej Loaf and all of these compromising poses, positions, and acts of intimacy. Y'all gotta follow me because I'm trying to be as clean as possible. And on top of that, Deandra is postpartum. And then you had the girl talking crazy to Deandra. And you talking crazy about Deandra, your mama talking crazy about Deandra, Thugger Chick, and your sisters tried to attack Deandra. See, this is why it's gonna take me a long time to get used to seeing him because I can't stand seeing him with her because I don't believe he deserves her. He doesn't deserve a very understanding person like Coach Prime. You this how you know Coach Prime is a good man, honey. He a good man, Savannah. This is how you know Coach Prime is a good man because he has not barred him from visiting his house. Okay, but Coach Prime is still after all of that, he still allowed you at his house. Now Miss Carolyn went have, and I bet you won't see him at Miss Carolyn house. Shout out to Mama Carolyn, Deandra and Bucky Mama. She probably gonna call him everything but a child of God. He ain't never coming over her house. But Coach Prime, being the man that he is, allow him to come over there and spend time with Snow. But so after Jaquees posted his little picture, here she go, here this one go, a couple of hours ago, like almost a day ago, talking about said it's about that time. They said it's about the time she's posted. So she said every time a holiday comes around, I realize I need and I'm ready to start my own family. Girl, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? See, this is what I want to say to every young lady who enters into a situationship thinking that you can change something. One thing, and I tell people all the time, one thing I'm not gonna compete with is a baby. If a man is a man and doing what he's supposed to do, he's not gonna let anyone keep him from his child or his children. And one thing, and this young lady, they say she's fluid or alternative lifestyle. Obviously, her and Jaquees have something going on because now that Jaquees posted up with his child, you want to put this out there again, using Deiondra for clout, using Deiondra for clout. Because had Deiondra never, showed how blessed she is over there at Prime Ranch, which she has every right to do because she's a mother, and then here he go clout chasing Deiondra and want to show the world he at Prime Ranch. Okay, now here she go feeling bad because Jaquees not somewhere laid up or sitting beside her. Free game, ladies. If you know you are dealing with a man that has a woman or a married man, don't you ever think that he gonna be with you on the holidays. Ain't gonna happen. You gonna always be lonely. What do the lonely do? Okay? You gonna always be lonely. That man gonna be wherever his children are, wherever his wife is, wherever his woman is. You're gonna always be lonely. And I do not feel sorry for people like this. Get your life together. Know your worth. You're better than this. Hell, we are praying this spirit of toxicity off of Deondra. Because Lord have mercy, I couldn't imagine having to put up with this mess. Woo, Lord, honey, no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. What y'all got going on in this chat? What y'all think? What do y'all think about this? I could be wrong. And in a few minutes, y'all gonna get to come up here and talk about all of these topics. I think Matt put the steps down in the chat for you all to access the panel. And if you've already emailed me, let me know in the chat in a few minutes that you sent me an email. Mackie said, I'm a real daddy, two daughters, and a son. Ain't no way bro would even show up on the same street. That's what I'm talking about. This how we know Prime is different. Prime is different. Yes, he better apologize, Miss Aretha. That's all I'm waiting on. If he took his platform, since he's so famous, he want to be so famous. If he took his platform and he did a sincere apology to the mother of his child and to the Sanders family, I'll back off. But the reason why I haven't talked about this in a long time, I've been trying, I really have been trying to just be respectful of Deondra's decision. But this is disrespectful. This is completely disrespectful. And I hope and pray that Deondra's okay and that the peace she has been striving for, that she has not let anyone disturb her peace. I hope I did good with this segment, y'all. I wasn't too out of pocket. Y'all let me know if I went too far because I was trying to, I held back. I was trying. You say, Bucky just dropped something. Hold on one second. Ryan said Bucky just dropped something. That song just went just went hard. Make sure y'all check it out. He just posted it. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mac, for all your help. Thank you, Miss Joanna. Listen, I'm through with this. What y'all think? As a mother, as a father, how what do y'all think? How would you how would you deal with this? Coach Prime is, like I say, he's wise and humble and just a man striving after the heart of God. But even as somebody striving to have the heart of God, I don't know. You can forgive, But some things you don't forget. And even in your forgiveness, that don't mean I'm gonna still let you around me to reoffend. I forgive you. Now stay over there. They're Miss Aretha, they're all friends. That's what I'm saying. I was waiting on somebody outside of the brothers to say something. And they're all friends. Coach ain't there. That's why he there. Well, he had to have permission. Right, they're all friends. When all of this stuff popped off, even if we didn't see it online, I was hoping somebody checked him behind the scenes. But no, it kept on going. It kept on going. So let's move on. Dave, baby, that's what you get for interfering in somebody's relationship with their child. I wish you the best though. God bless you on your journey as you are seeking motherhood, honey. Now, you guys, we are getting into the meat and potatoes of tonight. I hope y'all ready. We're about to get into our Travis segment. I promise, I am not going to drag Travis. I'm not gonna do it. Go if you are planning on being on the panel tonight, go ahead and share this live stream and get your people here so that you can have some support down in the comments, right? Matt, why you bracing yourself? It's all good. We're gonna have some fun. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I told y'all in the title, Travis has broke the internet. Travis done broke the internet, y'all. Not one day, 2 days in a row, maybe 3 days in a row. I lost count because every time I turn around, it's a Travis. Travis is doing some great things. He helped the auntie on the plane. He helped her out. She didn't know who he was. She was just happy to, happy to be next to a nice young man, right? Helped out the auntie. And then Travis got married this past weekend, right? We talked about that. Then Travis, he's just pulling up on random teenagers out there. Not me, K Hayes. Not me. He put Travis pulling up on random teenagers out there. Young man, mind his own business.
I can get a picture with you, cuz. Never mind, he do know me. He said he won't. Oh, Travis, run outside. Oh, yeah, get a picture with it. Yeah, I got you. You out here working, bro. Okay. Travis, run outside. No. I can get a picture with you, cuz.
I don't know. A part of it looks genuine, but a part of it looks staged. But I'm definitely happy for the young man. First thing he said, "Can I get a picture?" Mom, Travis Hunter outside. That was so funny.
Never mind, he do know me. He said he won't. Oh, Travis, run outside. Oh, yeah, get a picture with it. Yeah, I got you. You out here working, bro. Okay. Travis, run outside.
He whispering, "Mom, Travis Hunter outside." Boy, you supposed to be yelling. Wake up the whole neighborhood. That's Travis Hunter. Oh my God. So Travis right here walking up on the young people doing God's work. I won't be surprised if we find out later that Travis gave him tickets to the game or something in Jacksonville. Um, that was such a wonderful thing, a very selfless thing of Travis because he don't got a lot of time these days, but he made time to influence somebody, you know, who probably in a million years didn't think he would ever meet the newest um star player of the Jacksonville Jaguars, So what I can say is Jacksonville loves the fact that Travis is in Jacksonville. So shout out to Duval, you know. On the other hand, Travis is also breaking the internet for other reasons. So let's get into some of the conversation. Give me one moment.
So I'm gonna sit this one out. I think when it comes to the
Wait a minute.
Last thing before we wrap. So, congratulations to Travis Hunter and his wife, Leanna. They finally got married over the weekend. He surprised her at the wedding with the black Mercedes Benz AMG. So, of course, on the internet, they faced a lot of criticism for different things. A lot of people have been concerned on them not having a prenup agreement, sources say. Mace, what's your opinion on the young love?
I don't know. I'm gonna sit this one out.
May said he don't want to
To
do
the
it.
young lady, she does have like different things that have transpired for me as a dad. If that was my son, I would definitely be concerned about. I think there's other ways you could protect his.
Keyword. If to me as a dad, if that was my son, these are very important pieces in the household and family dynamic. Let's go.
Assets, but I definitely would think he should look in the direction of protecting his assets. Maybe not with a prenup, but there's other things you could do these days.
Yeah,
Y'all brace yourself because we know Cam, maybe Cam jump out the window. He has no filter. So brace if you have not seen this clip, hold on to your hat, hold on to your edges, hold on to your wig, baby. Hold on. Here we go.
they'll try to hit you with that shit. Why I get a prenup if you really love me?
Okay, so last thing before we wrap. So, congratulations.
What you here for? If you here for love, just sign this joint, and you don't get none of my money because the love is free. What you need? What are we doing here? I'm not sorry. I don't mean this. Do what you want, Travis. That's up to you. I'm not signing a prenup unless Shorty getting as much money as I get, or more than me. If you're not getting more than me, you have to sign a prenup. It just works like that for me. I don't get it. I don't know why love needs to be defined by a piece of paper. Why we can't just be love each other and do paper? What paperwork got to do with it?
And I think that's a mistake that many of us make in our community. We marry for love. It's okay to love somebody, but however, other other groups, they don't marry for love for the most part. Marriage is a business, okay? We're combining assets, we're combining influence, we're combining our social class, okay? To become a very influential family couple and to create generational wealth and to build a legacy. We don't think about that in our community, but many people do. That's why we're always at the bottom of the total pole. There's nothing wrong with love, but love cannot outweigh your reasonable decisions. Love cannot outweigh you making a great decision for yourself. Your love cannot outweigh your mind, your brain. You have once you feel like your heart is taking over and you no longer in control of what's happening around you, you really have to have the discipline to step outside of whatever the situation is, whether you're in a new relationship or what. But if you feel like your emotions is taking you way beyond where you thought you should be, sometimes you have to scale it back. I might be telling you wrong. I'm just telling you right now, I'm a runaway bride. Let's go.
Look at Remy and Pat. Shit going crazy all weekend over that, man. Shit, wow, my nigga. All because of this piece of paper. They was black love. Now, I'm not taking nobody's side. Remy's my friend and Pap's my friend. I don't have a side in this. All because of some paper. Shit is messy all weekend. Remy pulling out pawn shop receipt, talking about her Cartier bracelet is missing. Pat, Pap talking about he not, if you really love me, sign the prenup. What you the nigga out there she dating? This has been a mess all weekend. You know why? Because of this piece of paper. Your girlfriend or boyfriend, just leave. And I know Squad is right. You ain't staying that long to where you think you live here. They'll run that too, fellas. Don't get caught up in that. Try and kick her out, and it's been 8 months, and now she got squatters' rights and all that shit. Yo, get that 10-day joint, go home.
Squatters' rights is a real thing. A person be in your house over 30 days, you cannot put them out without going to the courts. Honey, you sleep in your house, I sleep in mine.
For 10 and come back for 10 if you really like her. Because at the end of the day, it's too many laws for the person without the money. Now, you know who's probably a sucker to all the females? Now, it's cool when they do it. It's problem when Kevin Federer do it. Kevin Federer is up 100 million off of 3 wives. Britney Spears, forget the other 2 actresses, but women to say he's a sucker because he doing with Drea or somebody.
Now you going too far, Cam. But go ahead.
Somebody with more money is doing. You know what I'm saying? The nigga out there she dating, this has been a mess. And like, yo, shout out to Kevin Federer. And like, yo, shout out to Kevin Federer. And like, yo, shout out to
So the caption on this is, um, let me see. Um, Cameron and Mace, hosts of the It Is What It Is podcast, discuss Travis Hunter's recent marriage to Leanna, focusing on the lack of prenuptial agreement. Cameron argued that there are too many laws favoring individuals without significant financial resources, suggesting a bias in legal systems. Mace advised Travis to consider protecting his assets, hinting at potential financial risk associated with not having a prenup. The discussion comes in the context of Hunter's high profile status as a Jacksonville Jaguar rookie and his marriage, which included a lavish gift of a 6-figure Mercedes Benz to Lene. The conversation reflects broader themes of financial security and legal protections of high profile marriages, especially among athletes and public figures. So, the reason why I came to us with this today is because this morning there were several radio stations had people call in. Like this, when I say he broke the internet, honey, Travis had the people on the local radio station, on the national radio stations, everybody. They had the call in shows today. How many of y'all heard the call in shows today? Talking about should Travis Hunter have gotten a prenup? How many of us heard that this morning on our way to work? Let me know. So let me see what y'all talking about. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all hanging in there with me. All the money came from Brittany. They took advantage. Oh, they definitely took advantage of Brittany. I need it on. Oh, you heard it on the Collins show? I definitely heard it. It was several syndicated radio shows about Travis' wedding and talking about his decision. And I want to know how they know. How do they know he ain't had no? Did Travis say he didn't do a prenup? Did Leanna come out and say hey, she didn't sign a prenup? Kay Hay say, I just hate this. Hate that this is a second big moment for him where so many people are focused on his and not his happiness. Exactly. And one thing I can say about Travis, he always has a smile on his face, except for that one time. And it was just odd seeing him without smiling. And this is definitely overshadowing his moment. The last time it was overshadowing what the game he had, right? Then it overshadowed his Heisman experience, right? Now it's overshadowing his big opportunity as a number two draft pick. Like, goodness gracious. So before we get out of here, let's see what the community had to say. Y'all ready? Because this ain't what I got to say. This is what the people say. So don't argue with me, argue with the people on TikTok. Okay, so this
Why I
next
gotta get a
clip,
prenup? If you really
we
love me,
all
if you really love me, sign the prenup. What you here for?
we already saw this clip. However, pay attention to the comments. Pay attention to the comments.
If you here for love, just if you here for love, just sign this joint, and you don't get none of my money because the love is free. What you need? What are we doing here? I'm not signing. I don't mean this. Do what you want, Travis. That's up to you. I'm not signing a prenup unless Shorty getting as much money as I get, or more than me. If you're not getting more than me, you have to sign a prenup. It just works like that for me. I don't get it. I don't know why love needs to be defined by a piece of paper. Why we
So, if you all are reality show people, do y'all remember when Yandy and Mendices supposedly had got married, and then it was revealed that they were not married for real? And the reason Yandy did not go through with a legal marriage is because Yandice has, I think he had like two baby mamas. And the thing about that is, Yandy did not want to legally marry Mendices because she didn't want people to have access to her assets and her resources because her money would have then become community property, right? So yeah, so that was a mouthful. Well, let's go on to the next one. Hold on. Not only the comment that's being made, but the comments. Y'all read the comments. Read the comments. Okay, so this is referring to prior to the wedding. Prior to the wedding, Travis's dad wanted to request, made a request to the courts. Here we go. Hold on one second. Come on. What is going on, man? Go. Now, this is just his report, but yes, I did read the article. But pay attention to who's reporting this, his reaction, and trust and believe other people are reacting the same way in his community. I'm not sure how true all of that is, but shout out to Travis for wanting to create an income for his father. Again, that's an issue with certain people. They want our men to remain disadvantaged, and willing to break the law, right? Now that Travis is in a position to put his father on payroll, they're like, nah, we ain't gonna get him out early, which, I understand. If he did something to be in there, fine. But this is why, let me hush, I ain't gonna get into that. But y'all understand where I'm going. Well, he's not invited to stuff because he's in a halfway house right now. He has to do his the rest of his time under supervision. So to my understanding, he's in a halfway house and he needs permission to be away. So he got permission to attend the Heisman, not the Heisman, the draft event and the wedding, which is why he was not at the Heisman event because he decided that he wanted to be at the draft and to attend his son's wedding. So apparently they made a petition to the courts to, consider cutting the father's time down since Travis is now a NFL player, right? Jimmy kind of did the same thing, but both judges said no, we're gonna finish this time. And that's all I'm gonna say. So let's get into what other people also had to say.
She just did gold digging boss. This is literally gold digger final boss, and Travis Hunter is going to regret this one day. So loyalty, Jags superstar rookie wide receiver Travis Hunter reportedly did not have his new wife Lene, Leanna Lene sign a prenup agreement. So huge, massive mistake. How do you not make her sign a prenup? So Hunter recently signed his rookie contract worth $46.65 million and a $30.6 million signing bonus. There's nothing sweeter than true love. He had nothing sweeter for Leanna Lene because now she just secured the bag alert. She's set now. She just did gold digging 101. She could teach the class. And we all know that there was a lot of drama between these two all year, pretty much their entire relationship. She, allegedly cheated on him with multiple men, and Travis Hunter became a meme. And just pour one out for your boy Travis Hunter. This is literally gold.
Now, when them people listen, Ryan, that was my first question. How they know they ain't signed no prenup? This is not my listen. I'm just a messenger, okay? I am just a messenger. Y'all are free to add to the conversation. Y'all are free to add to the conversation, y'all. Now, before I proceed, let me just say this. As I was trying to find this content, the disturbing part to me is that I was only able to find two, two people from another community to have an opinion on this particular subject of Travis not signing a prenup, if that is true. Listen, we need to stop. We need to stop. We are our own worst enemy. The way our community has approached this, even if it's true or if it's fake, we have to be very careful on how we lend our voices and opinions, especially when somebody's married, which is why I've been calm. I'm like, shoot, he married now. It ain't nothing I can say. So you say everybody got a input and they don't even know if they say, like, we don't know. He didn't say anything. She didn't say anything. I mean, if they did, I need somebody to post the footage. But the way our community act, we act like all of us is Travis mama and daddy. Whoo, child. Here's another one. Hold on. Give me a moment.
Bro, real talk. We need more people. Bro,
Why I keep doing that? Hold
bro, real talk. We need more people like Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter said, "If what y'all talking about, this my girl. If I'm making a mistake, I'm making a mistake. I want to make. I'm not listening to y'all because y'all can give me the wrong advice. Also, we need more Travis Hunters." Bro, real talk. We need more people like Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter said, "If what y'all talking about, this my girl. If I'm making a mistake, I'm making a mistake. I want to make. I'm not listening to y'all because y'all can give me the wrong advice. Also, we need more Travis Hunters." Bro, real talk. We need
on.
more
Okay.
people like Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter said,
Brother stood on business. He stood on business for Travis. All I'm saying is this. This is my 2 cents, okay? All I'm gonna say is this. Thank you for standing on business for Travis, beloved. But if he lose all his money, I need for you to get him a job driving that forklift that you on, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. You're gonna have to find everybody a job if he lose his money. Let's move right along. Right, move right along. Let's go. Hold on. Yeah. Next. When I say everybody has an opinion, everybody, but I'm just gonna show y'all Ryan. I'm just gonna show y'all a couple because the people have something to say. Now, y'all go ahead and email me if y'all want to come up here. I'm just saying, I'm just showing y'all what the people got to say. This is not me. I'm just a messenger. Here we go.
Prime Deion Sanders had tried. There had been
What? Let's go.
rumors that Coach Prime Deion Sanders had tried to communicate with Travis Hunter that you might just want to slow down a little bit. Not to say that she's not a nice lady, not to say she's not the one, but you're moving kind of fast. I mean, I'm saying now, to be the number one football player in the country or number two, depending on how you rank him and Shedeur Sanders. And by the way, both of them are my two favorite college football players and will probably be my two favorite NFL players if they don't start bunny hopping. But anyhow, you have not played an NFL game. You have not even been through the NFL draft. You have no idea of the type of women you're going to meet whenever you get to whatever team that you're going to play for. He's still a child. You've only been in Boulder, Colorado, and you've been in Jackson, Mississippi. Why not give yourself some time to explore life before you just jump the hoop with this woman? And I'm not going to say nothing against the young lady. She might be a nice young lady. Obviously, I have issues with it because I believe black men should be married to black women. And this looks like it's going to be another tragic tale of another multi-million-dollar black athlete who sooner or later is going to get divorced and his non-black wife is going to run off with all of his career earnings, as we've seen with so many other athletes and continue to see on a regular basis. So I'm not for it at all. But again, I'm not besmirching her character. I'm sure she's a fine young lady. But for him to be engaged already and for him to be about to get married and he doesn't even have a prenuptial agreement, are you out of your mind, Travis Hunter? No disrespect to the young brother. I'm a fan. But bruh, slow this down. Put the marriage on ice. I need him to put that marriage on ice for about 2 or 3 years and don't have any children out of wedlock while that marriage is on ice. My fear, Art, is he's going to run into the queen of his dreams and it's going to be too late.
And that's a wrap. What are your thoughts on Dr. Umar?
Ooh, y'all. Y'all better chime in. Y'all better chime in. Wait, y'all, wait, wait.
In all my life, I have never seen a man happier to be married than Travis Hunter. He can't possibly know what he getting into.
Travis better dance.
Can't possibly what he getting into.
I want to be at the party. I want to be right there in the middle with Travis.
Can't possibly.
Y'all, the internet, everybody got something to say. And here's what I say to y'all. Whew. In terms of a prenup, right? Like we said, we don't know if they have a prenup or not. But here's what I do know about legal documents, things like prenups and agreements. The girl was under so much emotional distress. When was the right time for him to present her with a prenup? If it didn't happen before all that social media stuff, he really was in a catch 22. He really couldn't present her with that type of paperwork because even if she signed it, her attorney could then present to the judge she was under emotional distress and she was coerced into signing this after being bullied and attacked and she went viral for all these different reasons. A judge would tear that prenup into a million pieces. So my question is, when would it have been a right time for him to present a prenup? If he did or if he didn't, if that's what happened, we still don't know because to my understanding, nobody confirmed it that there was a prenup. Give me one moment. Let's move to the next one. Listen, the community is speaking, y'all. These are not my words. This is what the people had to say. So let's see what the people have to say.
Now y'all listen to me and listen to me good. I'm trying to figure out why I seen so many comments, people talking about Travis Hunter in a good way, bad way, talking about he making the biggest mistake in his life. But let me tell you something, and this ain't gonna never change to the end of this world. Men get what they can afford. That's right. That's right. Men get what they can afford. The average man, I'm a barber. Trust me, I know this. The average man gets the woman he can afford. The average man is not with his dream woman, but if he had the money, guess what? You'll be talking about him too. That's right. He'll be another Travis Hunter who bought the woman that he really loves. Money, money, money. To the end of time, men will always get the woman that they can afford. And a lot of times, unfortunately, they will not be with the woman they actually want to be with because they cannot what afford her. I think we had this same conversation with Simone Biles, married Jonathan, and they're doing pretty good now. But a lot of people talked about her for marrying him. Said she could have done much better than him. It's just a lot of talk. So at the end of the day, you have to let people do what they want to do. But I'm still gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this because I know I'm right. Most men marry who they can afford because they don't want to be miserable and work themselves in the ground. The average man, if he told you the truth right now, and you asked him if he was married to the person, his dream girl, he would tell you no. He married what he can afford. He does love his wife, but he married what he can afford, and that ain't never gonna change. So stop talking about Travis and what he buying and all that stuff. Because the average man, that's what he does. The woman he's with, he buys her. And if we want to get technical about it, a lot of women are only with their men or their husbands because of the things that they do for them financially. But y'all don't want to talk about that, do you? That's a whole nother subject.
Woo, honey. Auntie, what y'all think about what Auntie just said? Did she preach a word? Did she speak some truth? Let me see what y'all talking about. Auntie over there cooking on TikTok, y'all. Joanna said, well, so I asked y'all the question, when was a good time for him to present her with the prenup? Max said, as soon as they got engaged. And Peter D said, when Coach Prime told him at JSU. I agree. And a prenup is not such a bad thing. It protects the woman. You know, a lot of women are not educated on written agreements, but let me tell y'all something. If you are ever presented with a prenup and you see value in the relationship, don't sign it right then. Say, I need a couple of days, right? And you go retain you a family attorney and ask the attorney to review this for you. And what the attorney will do, they will redline it and talk to you about the benefits or the liability of this particular prenuptial agreement. And so then what you and your attorney will do is come up with a response, right? And you give it back to the person and they take it back to their attorney and their financial person or whatever it is. And they meet you in the middle, right? So a prenup is not a bad thing, right? It's not. It's not a bad thing. But if you know what you're doing, you can construct a prenup that will protect you. Now let's talk about Leanna. They've been together since high school now. What I will say now, every story she done told, she has inserted herself based on the stories that she tell. She has inserted herself into Travis' life as somebody that has helped him, gave him a place to stay, gave him money. That's key because even if they were not married, she still could have taken him to court and said that he was the main provider because his income did outweigh hers at some point, and she could still have taken him to court for resources, right? So even if they never got married. So now that they're married, and I'm talking to the ladies or even the men, but ladies, because most of the time they hand us the prenup. Nothing wrong with a prenup. Just get you a thousand or whatever lawyer you gonna get, 500,000, $3,000, and retain your lawyer. It's just that important. Don't sign nothing without the proper guidance and advise. Get an advisor to help you through that paperwork. I'm only telling you what I know. That's all. That's it. That's all. Other than that, you've been assigned a prenup that tell you you can't leave with nothing but what you came with, or something crazy. I mean, there are certain things you can put in writing. You can hold him responsible. I want you home at a certain time of night. Or after 5 years of marriage, this prenup increases. Okay. If you ever cheat on me and it's proven, or you have a child outside this marriage, it's going to cost, right? Put a number on your pain. Pay me for my pain. Pay me for my suffering, honey. Because ain't nobody trying to be married and miserable. So since we doing prenup, this is what we gonna do. Okay. So by the time he get that back and go over with his attorney be like, "You sure you want to agree to this? Cause let me find out something in my prenup was broken in this agreement." Okay. And girl, cause there are a lot of women who end up divorced and destitute, but men can go on, start new families and all that stuff right away. This is not a conversation to divide the room. It's just truth. So yeah, Powerful said, please remember that no matter a prenup, you have to know the marriage laws of the state. Exactly. You got married in. Exactly. Exactly. I ain't trying to tell my business, but let me tell you something. Uh, um, yeah. So let's see what y'all talking about. Hold on. And what better person? Who was better to counsel him on this other than Coach Prime? Right? Coach Prime had two marriages, which he had to pay out, and he was um engaged for years. Now let's look at this. Coach Prime was engaged to Tracy Edmond. What else her name? Murphy. Tracy Edmonds was married to Eddie Murphy and Babyface, and she was engaged to Coach Prime. So she married well twice before Coach Prime. So she was a pro and negotiating her terms, right? Coach Prime, having been married twice and divorced too, he was also a pro and knowing what a liability looked like. So him wanting to protect their assets. At the end of the day, I've always said they didn't split up because somebody did something wrong. I believe, and I could be wrong, they split up because Tracy Edmonds or her and Coach Prime could not agree to each other's terms. Coach Prime probably hit her with a prenup. I know he did. And after she took it to her attorney and put her you know, contingencies in there, they couldn't come to an agreement to ever get married, y'all. Marriage is not about love, it's about business, especially when you have something to lose. You mess around and be in love, sitting there in your doggone car, living out your car because you so in love and the other person wasn't. You have to be smart about this. I'll be smart at first and I'll fall in love with you later. But let's discuss business first, okay? If you're my friend, let's discuss this business first. And I'll maybe fall in love with you later. Y'all got this chat going, honey. I love it. Oh, Mac, you can't put that word in there. You got to put the initials. Everybody know what PH is. They have many assumptions for me. Let that man live. Yeah, that's why I say everybody is talking about it. See, this is why you got to think about that, Miss Joanna. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. True story. True story. I was in courtship, right? I was in courtship, and for those of you who know what courtship is, and the brother asked me, he said he was asking me about my benefits. He was asking about insurance, he was asking me about my pension and all of that. And then he asked me, he said, if you get married, are you going to change the beneficiary over to your husband? And I'm looking at him like, this can't be no real question, right? I said, no, why would I do that? He said, because that's your husband. I was like, my children, I have this figured out. I said, whatever I don't have, I said, when I get married, I intend to make new assets with my new husband. But I'm not changing over my paperwork because I'm just getting married. That was crazy to me. It freaked me out. And I was like, nah, this would be a lifetime movie. Aretha, when you say when they first ever talk about it. Yeah, not just Mary J. Blige. Sherry, what's her name? The lady who took over Wendy Williams show. Her, Wendy Williams, Mary J. Blige, Kelly Clark, Britney Spears. There are a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? Women are the only ones who are living well off of being taken care of after a failed marriage. Men these days, they choose. A lot of them, not all of them, they choose to marry a woman that Stevie J and Faith Evans, you know. They are choosing women based on if it doesn't work, she'll be able to pay him alimony. Let's move on. Y'all keep talking. I love it. I love y'all comments. Let's see what the people got to say, y'all.
What everybody was thinking, like, why buddy moving like that? He gotta be. And then I thought about it, like maybe he was raised in a house where he was able to be free, express his emotions, and be silly, be funny without being judged or told to stop, or little boys don't move like that. Like maybe he was able to just express himself in all kinds of different ways without being hindered or made fun of or told that it was wrong. And maybe he took that and went on to go to high school where he was focused on his career and he wasn't really into girls, and maybe he had friends that was doing the same thing, just playing sports and not chasing tail. So when he met her, she might have been more experienced than him, she might have had more fun than him, but it doesn't mean she ain't a good woman. Maybe she needed all that experience to be ready for him, who was ready to be a man already, who wasn't tainted, corrupted by all the things we was at such young ages by having too much experience. Because when you have all this experience, it it gives you knowledge of things. It makes you realize that oh, you can't trust everybody. A lot of these women be cheating. A lot of these men ain't no good. You realize that too young. And it takes away that belief of love and foreverness. But Travis still got that. He still believe in that high school sweetheart, get married, white picket fence life. And maybe that's good for them. So honestly, I'm praying for him. I hope it goes good. I hope she is perfect for him. And I hope everybody that thinks bad of him is wrong. I honestly hope many years from now or nowhere in the near future that it all turns out to be another case of the wrong person, the wrong time, and the worst mistake. I hope it don't turn out to be that. Good luck, man. Congratulations. I'm not.
Y'all, that was such a healthy take. That was such a healthy response from a young man at that. I really appreciated everything he said. Um, Peter D, what? Oh my goodness. Y'all, we almost finished. Thank y'all so much for hanging in there with me. Let's go. We got a couple of more. We're gonna be finished, y'all. I just wanted to show y'all that the community, everybody, everyone has an opinion. Let's go. When I tell you the internet has no chill, and the people are trying to save Trevor's life, so they think. I don't know whose page that was, but yeah. Okay. So the last three are uncles. And I chose people specifically, mostly men, because I feel like when it comes to this type of stuff, it takes a man to speak to our young men. So here we go.
It was a while back because your with video right here. I'm gonna try to do this video without judging, but primarily just giving my opinion. Travis Hunter. I mean, first and foremost, I would like to say congratulations to you, sir. I know a lot of people was making videos a while back because your girl had you sitting in the car while she was in the club bouncing on other dudes and dancing on them and stuff, and you was cool with that, and you got really upset and fired shots back at everybody who was making these videos about you. So now you
Y'all, the funny thing is he is really serious.
done came out with the same girl, and you done tied the knot with her. Again, I'm not here to judge, but all I'm gonna say is when people show you who they are, believe them. Because when they show you who they are, they're telling you the truth about themselves. They're not lying to you. I'm sure you're never going to see my TikTok video. I'm just a little small little creator. I'm not like you. I don't have a big deal. Speaking of big deals, so you hit her with a
Y'all, he's so serious. He is so serious, y'all.
nice little G wagon. Some said it was 400K. Some said it was 200K. At any rate, it don't even matter. I think it's a AMG. So if it's an AMG, it's definitely 300 to 400 racks. Congratulations to that, man. You know, I wish you well. I do. I'm not a hater. I never will be a hater on the next man. But all I'm saying is people are going to give their opinions based off of what they're seeing with their own eyes. What people have posted and pictures, proof of, real pictures and proof of. And it's like you came into a lot of wealth, and the woman that you would has been shady towards you since the beginning of the time. And from what I understand, she was never really into you like that. And now that you got this deal on the table, she ain't going nowhere. But bruh, whoa, you tied the knot. You went ahead and tied the knot and married her, which means that we all know that you should have had her sign a prenup. But I'm just gonna just speak out loud. I think me and the rest of the internet can probably agree 100% that you didn't have her to sign a prenup because you don't really care what nobody say. In your opinion, we all hating on you, and you have a right to your opinion. We're all hating on you, but I think we all basing things off of what we see. You see, everybody's not happy for you. I'm happy for you. I am. I'm genuinely happy for you. I don't have a reason not to be happy for you. I'm just basing things off of what I seen with my own eyes. And I just hope that you made the right decision because this woman, she didn't really hide how she really felt about you multiple times. I've seen some of her live videos, I've seen some of her TikTok videos in the past. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I mean, you a good one, bro. You a good one. But all I'm gonna say, is what happens next is shocking. What happens next, bro, is very, very shocking. And to be honest with you, you can't blame nobody but yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna find out that all us who's making these videos, we was never haters, man. None of us is never haters. There's plenty of men out here, just like there's plenty of women out here. You see, opportunity never goes away. It just goes to the next person. You don't have to settle for somebody that you're infatuated with. You can settle for somebody who genuinely, really worships you, care for you, who really honor you, that's going to be loyal to you. I personally don't think that that's the decision that you made. We all sometimes think with our hearts. And when we in love with somebody, can't nobody tell us anything about that person, because we're blinded. You could be looking at something red and you're convinced that it's blue, but the rest of the world see it as red, but only you see it as blue. So sometimes love is blind, but this price that this could potentially cost you later on, you're gonna find out that the color was really red. And that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say much more, but I just hope that you were smart enough to set your heart to the side a little bit and put some paperwork in place. Because if you didn't, it's just a matter of time. You know, the state where you got married at, I looked it up. All you got to do is be married for 90 days. That's it. All she got to do is stay married to you for 90 days. And after that, it's going to get bad, bro. So I'm going to say this as an older man to a younger man. I wish you luck, sir. God bless you. I'm out.
Listen, that was Uncle talking to Travis, y'all. He said in Tennessee, 90 days. That is true, Ryan. I had a young lady pen to say that, but we know as parents of teenagers and young adults, the more you tell your child something you don't like, that does nothing but pushes them closer to that. Literally, they fall off the cliff doing what you don't want them to do. So the best thing we can do is advise and guide, listen quietly, or get somebody else to give the advice and guidance, not you. You know what I'm saying? That's where those family interventions come in. They do the complete opposite, baby, and they end up hurting themselves more. If you know, you know, because I was that person as a young person. I got married at 21. Did the complete opposite. When I tell you
Leon and Travis.
everybody was in my business, just like they in Travis' business, telling me, no, don't do it, not him. Yeah, that was me. That was my life.
Hunter getting married, particularly females, saying, why y'all just can't let them be happy? Why y'all giving Travis Hunter such a hard time? As men, most men have noticed and realized that Travis Hunter is a really, really, really good dude. He's humble. As big as a superstar as he is, he's humble. He'll give you the shirt off his back. He cares about people. He ain't about all this hot spotlight showing out. He just wants to play his video games. He likes to go fishing and he wants to play ball. Period. And all of us, all of the men, including the OGs like myself, the uncles, we want to protect that, right? Because most of us have all dated those Leanna type females that's, for some of us, it's ruined our lives. It's changed the trajectory of our lives, right? Just made a lot of headaches and heartaches dealing with those type of females. And I know some of y'all will say, well, you don't really know her like that. Well, here's the thing. They put their business out on the internet, right? The cameras follow them everywhere. They started a YouTube channel. They had Instagram and TikToks. They sat down doing things together. And we noticed us that don't know them in real life noticed a lot of tendencies that throws up a lot of red flags that Travis was blind to because he hasn't been with that type of female before. She's giving him loving he's never got before. She's loving on him, kissing on him, sucking on him in ways that he's never experienced before.
Oh
So
God.
he's fell in love with her. And it's just sad to see. It's like telling your kids, don't touch that hot stove. Don't touch that hot stove, but they go over there and touch it anyway because they got to find out, right? And it's one of those things where we all hope and pray that everything works out. We're happy for Travis, but we all seen this movie before, and it's a tragedy It's like, you seeing two trains going down the track and you just know they're getting ready to crash at some point. And this is gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen down the road. And if I'm wrong, God let me be wrong. But I've seen this movie 1,000 times before, and so has millions of other men. This chick gonna have 2 or 3 kids. They already got married. She ain't been on social media in a while for months. As soon as they got married, she's on social media doing this right here, flexing the ring. But what's gonna happen? The chick's gonna have 2 or 3 kids, right? Then she's gonna get bored with the lifestyle. She's gonna be so used to the lifestyle. Travis is gonna be having to travel. He's gonna have to be at events. They're gonna have to keep going to things, and she's gonna get tired of it. She's gonna complaining, "You're never home with me and the kids." Then she's gonna start seeing some other rapper or athlete that's paying her more attention. She's gonna get caught up in the infidelity, and she's gonna divorce her husband because they got married in Tennessee. And she's gonna take half Travis shit, and she's gonna be with the next dude. That's how it's gonna end up, and it's just hard to watch because that's the way it's gonna go down. And we just love him, man. We want him to do great. We want him to be great. That's why you see so many men out here giving Travis hell and trying to stop this tragedy from happening. I've been noticing all over the internet.
Man, he looked like he was about to cry. Travis, you got these men on the internet about to cry. He looked like he was about to cry, y'all. He was hurt. He was for real hurt, y'all. Aunties and uncles in the chat, what y'all got going on? We got 27 people still hanging in there. I appreciate y'all for being here with me. I appreciate it. I want to say shout out to oh, Ronye and Miss Joanna for your super chat. I appreciate y'all. And this is our last and final one. This is an old school uncle, y'all. This is our last and final one. Go ahead and send me an email if y'all want to come up here.
Hunter wants stability. Travis Hunter wants from money. Travis Hunter wants stability. Travis Hunter wants predictability for himself, not for everybody around him. Why am I telling y'all this? Travis Hunter didn't grow up with money. Travis Hunter's dad got locked up, got into some legal problems. His mama moved him from Florida to Georgia. We can't be as black people telling people that it ain't about the money. Keep it real. Remember where you came from. It's about relationships. And look, now this man got 40 plus million. And now we tell him she gonna take all the money. It can't be both ways, guys. He don't care about the money. He don't care about the money, guys. So when y'all telling him to get a prenup, he don't want that because he don't care if he loses it. She allows him the freedom to do what he wants to do: dance, live stream, play video games, fish, drive his truck, right? Have fun. That's what she allows him to do. It ain't about what she does for herself or if she's doing it with some other man. That's what people got to understand. And Travis Hunter don't care about the money because his whole life he got taught it wasn't about the money. It was about love. He didn't come from money. Travis Hunter wants stability. Travis Hunter wants predictability for himself, not for everybody around him. Why am I telling y'all this? Travis Hunter didn't grow up with money. Travis Hunter's dad got locked up, got into some legal problems. His mama moved him from Florida to Georgia. We can't be as black people telling people that it ain't about the money. Keep it real. Remember where you came from. It's about relationships. And look, now this man got 40 plus million. And now we tell him she gonna take all the money. It can't be both ways, guys. He don't care about the money. He don't care about the money, guys. So when y'all telling him to get a prenup, he don't want that because he don't care if he loses it. She allows him the freedom to do what he wants to do: dance, live stream, play video games, fish, drive his truck, right? Have fun. That's what she allows him to do. It ain't about what she does for herself or if she's doing it with some other man. That's what people got to understand. And Travis Hunter don't care about the money because his whole life he got taught it wasn't about the money. It was about love. He didn't come from money. Travis Hunter wants stability. Travis Hunter wants
It's not about the money, y'all. Y'all have heard what the people had to say. Y'all have heard from the aunties and the uncles and some of, the vanilla people too. You know, everybody. When I say everybody, this is I don't think we could find anybody in America that doesn't have an opinion about this. What do y'all think? I will say this: Travis nor Leanna have come out and confirmed that they don't have a prenup. What I'll say now, what I have said before is congratulations to Travis and Leanna on doing something that many people are afraid to do, and that is commit yourselves to one another. Um, and I would say enjoy each other, find your way in the marriage, understand that marriage is a covenant. What do I mean by a covenant? You have you, Travis, and then you have Liana. But in the middle of both of you all is that covenant. And when it comes to that covenant, you protect the covenant more than, you know what I'm saying? You think about that covenant more than you think about yourself. When it comes to making decisions, when it comes to settling your differences, you are focused on the covenant. You have to be selfless when it comes to the covenant. Okay. I wish them the best. I really do. I want nothing more than to see these two young people get it right and it stay right. But and however, there's another part of me, like I told you, I've been there, done that. And I saw somebody put down there, I think it was powerful. Everybody has, you know, advice for Travis, but at the end of the day, Travis has to learn, be it by his success or his mistakes. There are some things he's just going to have to go through. And unfortunately, if this does not go all the way right, it can go all the way, the other way. If what people are saying is in fact true, we don't know. But because we are a community that, we feel like we know him, we've watched him grow from the moment he flipped to Jackson State to now, we love him. I would say for the most part, I would say 80% of the advice has been genuine. Sometimes the message has been construed based on words that people use. But at the end of the day, when you have the masses of the community just giving you guidance, sometimes it's some truth in it. Everything might not be worth paying attention to, but it's some truth in it. It's a urgent message there, something you should just keep in the back of your mind. But at the end of the day, if you love each other and love outweighs everything, focus on the love and cultivate your covenant. If you all want to come up, I'm going to drop the link in the chat, and it's for the chat only. If you all have participated in the chat, you are welcome to click that link and come up and give your take on any of the subjects that we discussed tonight. I would love to hear from other people. It's not about my perspective and my opinion and my outlook and all of that, my theory. I would love to hear from a different opinion or just from people who just, you're here to have a good time and you appreciate the platform. Um, so we got a little time. What time is it? If y'all ain't finna go to bed, y'all can come up. But to everybody who stayed here with us tonight, y'all a real one. Y'all did that. Y'all hung in there with me, honey. I appreciate it. If you are here and you have not taken your shoes off, which means tap the like button, show some love to the like. I would appreciate your likes, okay? I don't ask you for money. I mean, I did ask the trolls for money. Like, if y'all wanted me to open up this chat, y'all have to, pay. But shout out to my two of my favorite people, my brother Ron, yay, and Miss Joanna for your support via Super Chat. Your support does not go unnoticed. The link is in the chat if y'all want to come up. Other than that, other than that. We may have to call it a night, y'all. I don't want to
I
keep
don't
y'all
want
longer
to
than
talk
I have
about this
to.
too long. I'm gonna just talk briefly and let it go.
What you say, Coach
Let's
Ryan?
get the elephant out of the room. I don't want to talk about this too long. I'm gonna just talk briefly and let it go.
Yes, sir. All the time. All the time. Hold on, let me see what y'all talking about. Ooh, y'all been chatting it up, honey. Thank you to the awesome mods in the chat. Y'all have done y'all thing tonight. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Ryan said because when you put certain things out in the public, people gonna run with it and make their narrative about it. Sad but true. I learned, still learning. Yeah, that's all we can do is correct, course correct as we go. You said Darius just put out a video on Travis. Thank you. Ryan said, I want them to work, especially if she's expecting a child. A child needs both healthy parents. I just wish she never told the story on how they start talking. Cause baby, everything is not meant for everybody to know. We have to keep some things between us and to ourselves. Yep, he's living his best life with the simple things. Yep, true. Yes, ma'am, Miss Aretha. Travis is definitely protected. Peter, I hope they make it too. I hope they make it too. I really do. Oh, yeah, Powerful did say that. She said these men have been through it already and just want to school him, but he has to find out on his own right. And like, what will we be as elders, as aunties and uncles? That's what we are for, to guide and advise our young people. You know, the African proverbs say the elders for what? The young people for war and the elders for wisdom. You can't go to war without wisdom. So you can't go through this life without wisdom. You can do it, but it'll be a tough road ahead of you. And a lot of young people, especially today, they don't respect the wisdom or the people that are here to give it to them. So they make these decisions out of pure ignorance because they just don't know. They make these decisions out of saying, well, I know more than you, but they just don't know. We walked the road that's paved. I mean, I know now. I'm taking advice from somebody who done already did it before me. That's where I'm at. Like, if you done did it before, listen. I'm gonna listen to what you got to say, and if you've already walked down that road, I'm gonna take those steps. You know. So, yeah. As parents, a lot of times we don't get it right, but when we figure it out, we want our children to definitely get it right. So, with that being said, I know the community loves Travis. We love Travis. We want the best for him. And we want to say congratulations to the bride and groom. With that being said, if no one is going to come up, I am going to bid good night to you all. And thank you so much for your support of this live stream. And hopefully, I will see you all in the next video. God bless you and good night.
I like everything about your platform, Quinn. I don't know if you seen I tapped in the other day, but keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm telling you, it takes the algorithm to hit once and you on, Queen. Don't. Shout out to that beautiful discerned goddess. I like everything about your platform, Quinn. I don't know if you seen I tapped in the other day, but keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm telling you, it takes the algorithm to hit once and you on, Queen. Don't stop talking about what you're talking about. You got a platform, and people like you, I literally see put in work. And